Welcome back, y'all. Today we will be breaking down our newest transfer commit, Wendell Moe Jr., listed at 6'2", 339 pounds. He's a guard. He's played on the left and right side. He's more of a pass blocker. Actually, with Arizona, they've pass blocked like twice as much as they've run blocked. So I think that he's really good with the pass protection. His run blocking, I think, also looks very good, but he could definitely improve there some. And it's probably just a case of he has not had as many reps, but he would be coming in as a redshirt junior, if I'm not mistaken. So probably a one and done player, but he could stick around with us until 2026. So let's take a look at some of his pass protection stats from Pro Football Focus from left to right. He's given up 0 sacks this season with 491 pass blocking attempts. I think that obviously that is excellent. He's only given up 1 hit, 10 hurries, and he's been beaten by the defender 3 times. He's given up 11 pressures, and he's only given up pressure at a rate of 2.2%, which is absolutely outstanding. And you can kind of see the games where he gave up the most pressures because, like we talked about, no sacks given up, and that's really big. So all the way down here versus Central Florida, we can see that he did give up 3 pressures. I want to jump into the film room and show you what those 3 pressures look like from Pro Football Focus, just to give you an idea of how good this player actually is. All right, so this is going to be him playing at right guard, okay? He is number 72, and I will just show you what happens on this play. This is one of the pressures that they're saying he gave up versus Central Florida. So boom, at this point, look at that. He's doing a good job there. The quarterback's holding on to the ball forever. And I mean, this guy really doesn't sniff the quarterback. So I think that you can see just really off of that first play, and we'll take this back just a little bit. I think that you can kind of see what we're talking about here. So boom, we'll start it all the way back over. And he does a good job with his feet, with his hands. I mean, he's not really getting pushed around too much, maybe just a little bit. But to me, is more of a situation where the quarterback should have got the football out of his hands a little bit quicker. Next play, I'll circle it for you right there. So boom, let's go ahead and let this thing roll. And I mean, he's doing a good job right there, holding down his guy. To me, I don't even know why that would be considered a pressure by any means, right? It looks like he's working in concert with the center, but he's doing a good job. I mean, his guy is neutralized, and it really wasn't even a threat to the quarterback. So for me, that one shouldn't have even counted as a pressure. I don't think that the first one should have either. All right, final play. He's right here. And on this play, what's going to happen is he's going to try to get to the inside of this tackle. And then this offensive tackle is supposed to be working with him on the backside. So watch what happens here. Boom. First off, you got to love that burst getting off the football. Now, what's happening at this point is that this tackle is getting there a little bit too late. Now, could Moy maybe have been a little bit more flush right here to slow this down a little bit more? Yeah, sure, he could have. But I think that this is more of a situation where, he just is playing with some bad offensive linemen on this team. So to me, these 3 pressures from Central Florida, just to give y'all a point of reference for what the pressures can look like, it's really not on Moy. I mean, he looks like he's a very solid player just off of those 3 clips. Now let's take a look at a few more of his pass blocking clips. This is going to be versus Arizona State. And I chose this just because Arizona State is a playoff team. It's the only playoff team that Arizona faced up against this season. And of course, it's a really big rivalry. So we're going to have Moy right here playing at left guard. And these are pretty much just random clips, y'all. But on this one, what's happening is a little bit of a stunt and a twist. You see this linebacker coming over. But what I do love about Moy is he's got really good feet for his size. He is a bigger player, but man, he can move his feet very well, and he has very, very strong hands. So we'll let this thing go through. You can see him going to work, neutralizes his guy, and I mean, just pushes him away. Then he slams him down. That's the part that you got to love, is being a dog. All of our offensive linemen have that dog to them. They have that edge to them. So that, I think, looks really good off of the first clip. Next play, we have Moy right there, still a left guard, and this is just going to be a straight rush from that defensive tackle. But look at that, just neutralizes him again. Great body placement, really nice body control, and he's got very strong hands. I love the way that he puts his hands right to the sternum of this defensive tackle. Boom, look at that. Catches him, grabs him, and he does not move another inch towards the quarterback, and then, again, finishes it all the way to the ground. So, I mean, again, y'all, these are random clips, but you can see just how much of a dog and how nasty he is. His pass protection, to me, is tremendous. Next play, we got Moy right there. Boom, boom, boom. So let's go ahead and let it roll. He's going to have this guy coming to his inside. So this is, him and this center are both working on this player right here. And what you're going to notice is Moy does a good job of, hey, I'm going to slow you down here. He's not even paying attention to him, really. Like, that's how strong he is. And he's looking around to see, hey, is anyone else coming to my left side? Because if they do, then I have to come off. Now, he does see that this tackle kind of starts to lose his guy. Look at how he comes off of this tackle right here real quick, falls straight down. Again, man, that's that dog. That's that nastiness that you want from your guys up front, whether it's pass blocking, whether it's run blocking. all that type of stuff. We're seeing it from Moy. So already very, very impressed with him. We'll go on to the next one. This one will be a screen, so I'm going to circle him right here for you. What he's going to do is start off right here, boom, get a little push right there. Then he's going to flow on out to his left. So we'll let this thing roll. Boom, gets that push, flows on over. You can tell he looks good out in space and does a great job of getting his hands on a player. Now, it's not his fault that, whoever they're throwing this football to is showing some like non-athletic traits here, and he's not able to get up the field. But I think that was a really good job just it's a good thing for us to see just how good of an athlete he actually is at this size. And again, we're seeing that toughness and physicality. Last play for the pass blocking, we got Moy right here. And I love this play because it's going to be a stunt. So coming down right here, and then this other guy's going to come over. So he's going to have to pass this off. Watch this. Boom. Okay, neutralizes that first guy. And now we're seeing that the other player's coming on over. Is he athletic enough to move? Yes, he is. And is he strong enough to hold him at bay? 100% he is. So we'll go back. Okay, I'll let you see it in full speed. But these are the types of things that you tend to worry about with your offensive linemen, guards, things like that, because sometimes, especially if you're one of these bigger body players, you can't move as well. But he is so good just with his hand placement, with his foot movement, and just with his overall strength. All right, now let's take a look at him as a run blocker versus Arizona State. This is him right here. And what we're going to have is just a backside cut block. So this is something that we don't do very much of within our offensive scheme, but he's very good at doing it. It's something that I would actually like to see us do a little bit more of, especially on this backside, because what tends to happen within our running scheme is, we'll have some people kind of flow over from the backside and make plays, but we're seeing that Moy is athletic enough to get low, bend, take somebody's legs out. So I really love to see that. Next play, Moy is right here. This is going to be an inside zone. So we're going to see a combo block right here. And then Moy, his job is to get on up to the second level. So notice what Moy does to start this thing off. So he doesn't really have to too much engage with this player because he knows that he's so big and so strong. He can just kind of throw his hip over, slow this guy down, body him off, and then get on up to the second level after the fact. So that's something I have not seen a whole lot of. Now, he does get a little bit handsy right there inside of the box. That doesn't always get called. Obviously, y'all can see this referee standing right here. He didn't throw the flag. They typically don't, okay? Like, holding is going to happen on every single play. So maybe he could have done a little bit better job with his body placement. Again, he doesn't do a whole lot of run blocking with this offense. So it's something that he's going to have to get better at. But once he does get his hands on someone, you see how strong he is? I mean, he just pulled him in. Let me go back just a tick. So boom, right here. Pay attention whenever he does get his hands on this linebacker, brings him in really easily. He's extremely strong. Let's go on to the next play. Moy is right here on this play, and his job is going to be to block a guy that's outside of him down. So he's got to use his speed to get to the outside of him and then push him down. They're going to pull around. Okay, this is like a little sweep play. Let's go ahead and let this thing roll. Boom, great speed. And then look at the way he finishes that. He is so strong once he gets his hands on you. He is a real mauler. I can't wait for him to get a little bit more well-versed within some of our blocking schemes, but I really like what I'm seeing from him so far just within Arizona's blocking schemes. You can tell he knows how to execute what he's taught to do. So very, very strong player, and he's got good feet. Last play that we'll be looking at today, this is more right here. This looks like this is more man blocking. So his assignment is to just block this man right here. Watch what he does on this one. Boom, gets him and just annihilates him. This is a dog, okay? This is a real dog. I'm very, very excited about him coming in. We'll let you see it again. That's very, very impressive. All right, so Wendell Moe Jr. is a very good pass blocking offensive lineman. I'd say that he is elite at that. His run blocking looks really good too. All the tools are definitely there. It's more, I think, about the scheme and the way he's been taught. It seems like whatever you teach him, he's going to try to execute it to the best of his ability. And I think he will fit in perfectly with what we like to do with our guards inside of this offense. Guys like Andre Carrick is, trying to get a medical waiver to come back next season. If that does not happen, I think that Moy automatically will be plugging in at left guard. And if Carrick does come back, then obviously Moy would be the right guard. Now, if Carrick does not come back, I really wouldn't be surprised to see Tennessee maybe target one more guard inside of the transfer portal. So watch out for that. I do think that is a possibility, but either way, this is a huge pickup. I'd say that Moy is probably equal to about a 5-star inside of the transfer portal for this offense, for this scheme, for everything that we want. So the staff is doing a beautiful job of not only getting this team ready for the playoffs, but also looking towards our future. Very, very difficult to do. But those are my thoughts. Please share yours with me down in the comment section. And as always, please do make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share with your friends, family, and other volunteer fans. We'll see y'all on the next one. Thanks. Peace.